Come to my studio. My name is Julia Schwartz. We're sitting just outside my art studio, which is also an ADU built by Type 5. When I lived in Santa Monica, I worked in my garage, but when we moved up to El Cerrito in 2021, working in a garage was not very functional. What I really was looking for was an open space that had electricity, running water, plumbing, but not really any other fancy accoutrement. I remember meeting with Aleksis, and he was the first person who was so interested in what I wanted and was willing to work with me to give me that. All the people at Type 5 were amazing. Aleksis, Tobin, every department, they were amazing. They were super nice. Because I didn't have a regular studio that I could work in anymore, I was going out of my mind all during these months. So they would give me construction remnants to work with. And so I made bodies of work out of the remnants, wood remnants, and the hardy board. That saved me for all those months. They would stack them up, cut them specially for me, or just set them aside, and I was incredibly grateful for that. I wanted a stainless steel sink, a big slop sink. I wanted plywood floors that would be really suitable for a studio as far as spilling paint, which I do a lot. I spent a lot of time picking the color, and I'm really pleased with it. My favorite thing is coming out to the ADU every morning. I walk out from the house into the ADU. There's the view of the bay, view of the garden, and then I walk inside and it's my space to work. I put down my coffee, I put on my music, and then I work. It's been a life-changing experience to have this space. I don't actually look outside. I don't look at the view very much. I actually paint with my back to the window, but the view seeps into the work.